Hey guys, what's going on? Today, I want to talk about this knife right here. I'm going to do a quick little knife review. Haven't been knife reviewing in a long time, so bear with me. This is the Tenable Raven, and Tenable, if you don't know, is the budget brand of concept knives. And I got sent this knife from Patty's Knives, a friend of mine, Patrick, and this is he's also known as Sharp Dad, and this is a really nice budget friendly knife. I think they go for about $60 brand new. So anyway, let's just get a quick size overview, shall we? Blade length is right at 3 inches. Handle length is at 4 1/4 for an overall length of 7 1/4 inches. Overall height is about 1 3/8, and thickness is just a fuzz over a 1/2 inch. So what is it? Well, it's an axis lock, obviously, as you saw, and it's on bearings. It's super smooth. It's a 14C28N steel blade, which is a Swedish steel. I compare it kind of to S30V, but without quite the edge retention, but it holds the edge good enough. And the nice thing is it's pretty dang easy to sharpen. I put a 16-degree edge on here, and it seems to be holding up just fine. It's got a nice light stone wash and then polished blade, which is cool. Then you can see on here, this is the maker's mark. Let's see if I can zoom in and get that. Blackbeard Knives is the maker. And then there's your Tenable 14C28N, some code for something, and Raven. And here's a close-up of your micarta, black micarta handles. And you'll see the construction is very common. We're going to talk about that pivot before we're done. Crossbar lock, you can see there's springs. It does have Omega springs. It comes with extra Omega springs, which is nice, which push that bar forward and locks the knife into place. And something kind of different about this knife is the stop pins are the thumb studs, which you don't often see on a crossbar lock. But it's nice. It's nice. It works good. Definitely stops when it needs to stop. Has very free action. Has no blade play with that free action, which I would say is better than most bench-made knives. I would say, everybody wants to say, is that the bug-out killer or whatever? I would say if you're contemplating getting a Benchmade, one of their cheaper models like the Griptilian, I would go look in this direction. Save you some money. 14C20N is not super top of the line steel, but it's pretty good. It's got a blue G10 backspacer, and instead of having a big ugly lanyard hole, it's got that pin in there where you can wrap your lanyard through if you're a lanyard guy. It's got number 8 Torx screws throughout. One of the issues I had, obviously, if you look at that pivot, they Loctited the crap out of that pivot, or it's cross-threaded, one or the other. I don't know. I can't get it undone. I've tried without spinning the screw, and as you can see, I've come very close to stripping it, but I didn't go that far. I stopped before I did. I tried the tricks, the heat and everything, boiling, scalding hot water, that kind of stuff. I have not tried the soldering iron right directly placed on the screw to heat it up that way yet. That also works, but I gave up, and the action's good enough, so it's not like I need to get in there and clean it. I just wanted to take a look inside. So I wasn't able to look inside, but the rest of the screws all came out very easily. It's number 6 screws on the deep carry pocket clip, and the pocket clip's pretty good. I kind of wish they would have inset that, but at least they use flathead screws. It does go in and out of the pocket very easy, and it stays very good. And Personally, I haven't snagged it or rubbed it up against anything. I kind of wish it had a little flat on here, because that can cause damage to your car or your couch or whatever. So the thumb studs are very nice. They're the terrace with the flat on top. They don't have the volcano issues that hurt your thumb. And they have just enough traction. They have domed studs on the access lock bar or crossbar lock bar, whichever you want to call it. I'm just so used to saying access lock. And they're very comfortable and they work very good. They don't hurt your hand. I mean, this is a pretty dang nice knife. About the only minor hot spot that I seem to run into is right here on the back here. So let's check out the weight and see what it weighs. We're gonna get the little scale out. Do that. All right, in ounces, 3.7 ounces. That's heavier than I thought it would be. It is inside there, skeletonized quite a bit, but this paper micarta is not light, so I'm pretty sure that's where a lot of your weight comes from. One of the other things I wish they would have done better, I wish they would have ground it a little bit thinner. You can see that's got a really steep, obtuse angle to the edge. So it's durable. It's got a pretty dang thick tip on it. Blade stock is just over 1/8 of an inch. It's pretty well built, pretty heavy duty built. Probably a little bit more than it needs to be, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But you know, that heavy blade makes it fall shut really nice. Opens and falls shut really good. I really like this knife, a knife like this for picking mushrooms, because one of the things you don't want to do is walk around with your blade out, so you can just go blick, cut your mushroom and go blick, and it's shut, and put it back in your pocket and you're good to go. And it's nice and safe that way. That's one of the nice things about the access lock or crossbar lock, is you don't have to get your fingers in the path of the blade when closing, or when opening for that matter. And because this is on bearings, it is super smooth. I really think Benchmade can learn a lesson from this knife. I don't know why they don't use bearings more. I'm not complaining about Benchmade. I've owned tons of Benchmades, lots of them. Of course, they have their QC issues and still have QC issues to this day, which isn't great, but they used to build knives like this that were very competitive price-wise. I remember the Griptilian used to be $80. I think it's like $100. I don't even know if they make a Griptilian anymore. I think now it's been replaced by the Buckout, and I think those are like $180 now. For this is basically the same construction, same knife for $60. Just not as high a grade of steel. And I'm not trying to diss. If you're a pro-America guy, I get it. I'd like American knives too. But, you know, when you just want a good, simple user knife that you don't really want to pay, you know, $200 for something you're going to carry around and just beat up anyway. So this would be a great option for you. And yeah, otherwise, I don't really have anything for comparisons. Here it is next to a AA battery. So you can see it's quite a bit bigger than a AA battery. Here it is next to a Next tool, micro pocket tool. This is a great tool, by the way. And what else do I got? That's about it. So anyway, oh, here it is next to a pen. And this is just a common pen. So yeah, if you're looking for a budget pocket knife, I could highly recommend it. It's not going to rust on you because 14C28N is pretty rust resistant. I think it's good steel. I remember when Kershaw started using it and a lot of people complained, saying, oh, how come you're not using S30V or whatever, because that was the hot steel then. What was that, the Kershaw Blur? Everybody was wondering why they weren't using a better, more high quality steel. Then they came out with special edition models that had those higher quality steels. but it seems to be 14C28, and it seems to be the darling of the budget seals right now because people are kind of tired of D2 and dealing with the rust and all that. So anyway, that is my review of the Tenable Raven. And I just want to shout out Pat. Thank you so much for this knife. It's awesome. I appreciate it. And I just hope you all have a wonderful day.